Hey guys, Sean here. It's been a while since I've done my last review, which was the James Bond series as far as Daniel Craig movies go. So I thought I'd do another review, and I figured take a page out of the Nostalgia Critics playbook and review a series of movies that I used to watch as a kid to see if they are still good and if they still hold up, pretty much. And that is the series known as Inspector Gadget, made by the Walt Disney Company, based on the original 1983 series of the cartoon series of the same name. So this movie was made back in 1999, directed by David Kellogg, written by Kerry Aaron and Zach Penn. Um, it stars Matthew Broderick as the title character, along with Rupert Everett as Dr. Claw, Michelle Trachtenberg as Penny, Dabney Coleman as Chief Quimby, and it introduces three new characters. Dr. Brenda Bradford, played by Joey Fisher, Mayor Wilson, played by Sherry O'Terry, and the Gadget Mobile, voiced by D.L. Hughley. The film tells the story of how Inspector Gadget and Dr. Claw came to be in the cartoon. Um, so, so what do I think of this movie? Well, I think it's a very good movie. I find it very enjoyable. Even since I was a kid, I still find it enjoyable. Um, I don't really understand why some people hate this show, but okay, I actually do, because it doesn't really. People say it's because it doesn't match up with the cartoon, and that's a fair argument. But for someone like me who's never watched the cartoon, I actually quite enjoy the film. I don't mind the changes that they made, like the fact that you can clearly see Claw's face. That never annoyed me, but I can see how it would annoy other people. And hang on, I got it. Hang on. Um, but yeah, I can clearly see why it would annoy some people because they are huge fans of the cartoon. Completely understandable, that's understandable. But I like this movie. I think the actors did a very good job with their roles. I think Matthew Broderick was great casting as Gadget. Rupert Everett I thought was really cool as Dr. Claw. Uh, I really liked this cast. The movie I thought was good. It was really funny. Some great acting. The story I thought was really good. Basically, the story is what I said. It's how Gadget and Claw came to be, really. So I'm pretty sure that some people consider this a prequel to the cartoon, which is fine. I don't really, but if you guys who like the show do consider this a prequel to the cartoon, more power to you. I just consider it its own thing. Um, Basically, this movie is about Dr. Claw stealing this robotic foot, from Dr. Brenda Bradford and her father, Artemis Bradford, to use for some evil diabolical ends to, as he say, create an army that never goes tired, never goes hungry, and will never say no. And so Gadget, along with Brenda and Penny, have to stop Claw and his evil schemes. Um, so yeah, it's a really fun movie. This movie came out, I want to say, July 23rd, 1999, with a budget of $90 million, and it grossed at the box office $134.4 million worldwide. I'm assuming worldwide. Um, the music was done by John Debney, and I think with a song featured by Youngstown, which I think has long disbanded. So I thought this movie was a really fun movie. I quite enjoy it. I do though see why people say it's really bad. I can understand that argument because it doesn't follow the cartoon. So I can understand that. But I do think it's a really good film. But that's just me though. Let's see what else. I read online, as I'm reading right here, that apparently Brendan Fraser, Tim Curry, and Lindsay Lohan were all originally considered for the roles of Gadget, Claw, and Penny, respectively. But for one reason or another, that obviously never came to fruition, and Broderick, Everett, and Trachtenberg were cast in their place. Um, this movie was originally a lot longer. It says it was originally supposed. It says the test. It says film test screenings in California were the results of were a negative. The results were a negative disaster in which which resulted in Disney to heavily cut down the original film from 110 minutes to 78 minutes. So we're looking at from an hour in, I'm assuming an hour and 50 minutes, down to 78 to an hour and 18 minutes. So they cut about 30 minutes out of this movie, which I thought was kind of stupid. I wish they would release that version, but I rather doubt I doubt they will because it's been so long since the movie's been out. So I really doubt they're gonna release the uncut version. Wish they would though. But yeah, I do like this movie, and Don Adams, the guy who voiced Gadget in the cartoon, actually does provide the voice of Brain during the end credits. So yeah, all around, I thought this was a decent movie. Do I have any complaints with this movie? I will admit some of the transitions where they do random objects. I will admit that's kind of a little strange, but I don't really mind it. I just thought it was kind of strange. And I think no, I actually just like this movie. I think it's really well done. But for those who don't like it, that's fine. It's your opinion. I'm not going to trash you for it. I just wanted to put in my opinion and all around that, all that. And another thing I read up on that apparently the role of Gadget was originally written for Calvin Klein, whoever that is.